If I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna talk that law. Let's talk about it. But before I get started, for those who may not know me, I'm a Texas trial attorney going on my 5th year in the game. Y'all see the law license on the wall, signed by the 9 justices of the Supreme Court. I was minding my business. I was drinking my water. And somebody said, we haven't seen your face in a while. I was like, okay, let me get on and show my face. Thank y'all for waiting on me. Y'all know, soon as I get ready to go live, something always come up. A client's gonna call. Hey, breaking it down with B. Nurse Shell, thank y'all for popping in. Blue Skies. Wall Spirit. Lee. Breezy. Barbie Lay. Nurse Shells. Stacy Lane, Miss Tina. Felicia Fee, Simply Todd. Angie. I ain't seen y'all in a while. I feel like it's been forever. Loving 305. Sarah Beck. Lee. I got one question for y'all. What I miss? What did I miss? Blue Sky said this is the worst case ever. Poorly put together. Strategies awful. Evidence 90% hearsay. Witnesses not credible. Not applying the law. Coercing and lying to witnesses. Harassing witnesses. Well, hell, we knew that, didn't we? So it looks like I haven't missed anything. I haven't missed nothing. They doing the same old thing. 305 said, damn, I thought they took your license too. Oh, what's going on? Oh, man. Now they don't got mine. Mine's still on the wall behind me. But unlike some of these lawyers, I actually use mine. And I had a trial this week. And we got a not guilty verdict. I had whited out the verdict because I didn't want to share my client's details. Let me see if I can post. So we can make it a little bigger. Y'all see, it was August 13th. I had to take the day off, the 14th, to just to recuperate. But my client was found not guilty. Not guilty. I know them prosecutors was mad as hell walking out that courtroom on Tuesday. Nurse Shell said we watch boring videos all day. And then they had she said it's ear bleeding and wrong. The first season of Power. Power say don't lie on us. Power ain't never been that boring. Oh man. Throughout the day I was watching, it's like half the stuff you couldn't even understand what was going on in the video. That's the best audio equipment y'all got. Somebody say Woody sleeping, the jury sleeping. And then it's the same videos, right? They wanted to strike all of Woody's old testimony just to re-show it all over again. Thank you, 305. He said, no, Paul was smart, right? Oh, yeah, thank y'all. Can you represent Woody? Yeah, thank y'all. Yeah, I'm here, D. What's up? Show don't, Stacy. Somebody said Hilton came back to work. When she did come back, they said she couldn't talk good or something. She was sick. They said she partied so hard with Fonnie Willis that when she got back to court on Monday, she couldn't even open her damn mouth. Somebody said she lost her voice. But what she needed to lose was those same old dry techniques, those trial techniques that she teaching her students in college. How you a professor and you teach trial techniques and your techniques ain't worth a damn? Somebody ain't gonna like that, and it's okay. My client knows my client. My client knows my client, Lily. And I'm sure some people dedicated enough for maybe I'll get him on. So if he wants to. A lot of people don't like to get on camera. Yeah, I can't even get y'all to get on camera. And y'all want me to put a client on camera? But I would call him. Did Lily accuse me of pulling up a verdict from someone else? What? No, we went over here. Yeah, if y'all don't mind hitting the like, some of y'all ain't gonna like it. But the ones that don't feel like hating today, hit the like button. Some of y'all say, I'm gonna watch from the background. I ain't liking a damn thing. Because you're talking about my woman. You say you ain't even been here trying to be shady. Hilton, originally she wasn't going to do it because she was out of town, but I mean, oh, you're talking about the cross. I mean, every defendant has a right to cross. So in theory, every lawyer on the defense side can cross. Hey, what's going on? Thank you. Bamanola Adventures. And then she got to take a call. No, Lily, get on back in here. What you can do is call the courthouse and verify this verdict. That's what you can do, Lily. Shannon lawyer wants something to stay left out. What I want to do is, let me see if I can find it. Man, what's going on though with Woody's lawyer? What's going on? Like what? They say that Woody had a lawyer, Melnick. We all know who Melnick is at this point. And supposedly Melnick did something at a previous time, maybe 2017, 2018. And all of a sudden, this week, the Georgia Supreme Court took his license. Took that man's license. And they said, it's not your first time. This is like your fourth time. And then apparently another lady just hired him and he took her money and hung up in her face. So it might be another complaint going next. But that timing is wild. Like the Supreme Court watching this case. So I'm like, why now? Leave it to Georgia to. Yeah, you can't make this up. This is wild. Leave it to Georgia. Y'all wasn't worried about it for 6 years. Now, all of a sudden, when Woody is testifying, I mean, what they say, Woody may be testifying, what, a few more days? The state may finish up tomorrow. Then you got Cross, maybe a day or two. They couldn't wait. Like, Melnick had to go right now. No. Like they say, some ain't clean in the water. Some don't sound right with that. And then when Woody found out about it, the judge with her shady ass, excuse my language. Oh yeah, we knew. We heard about it. What you mean you heard about it? Why are you making this man testify? You should have stopped the trial when you heard about it. Woody had to bring it to your attention, judge. And y'all already know we already gonna light her up. And I hear we got some awards to give. Who we got? Let's see. Somebody say we got Simone Biles, Jay, Jordan, Suni. We got all of them. Noah. But we got to give an award to Judge Whitaker. Judge Whitaker won the gold medal. Somebody say, what did she win the gold medal in? For being over backwards. I didn't know you can bend so far, Judge Whitaker. She's bending over backwards to please the state. She won't do a mistrial. She won't kick off the prosecutors. She won't grant a bond. She's bending over forwards and backwards. Somebody give her 2 gold medals. Somebody said she must be protecting her man Glanville. Allegedly. Y'all seen that that somebody said the Giggle Award. She's being paid off, said Deborah C. Y'all seen that picture that popped in? It's an old picture, but hey. It was a picture of what, Fonnie Willis and the judge. And I believe the judge spoke with Fonnie Willis. And Fonnie Willis said, do you remember when you were running for election? We had you at the Ebenezer Baptist Church when you was doing your campaign. Don't act like you forgot. You were at our church. You got to pay that forward. Now, all at the Ebenezer Baptist Church. Now, what you doing there, woman? Bonnie, like, you know, keep it cute. Keep it cute. Don't forget. Because you're going to have to come back when it's time for you to run again. And you can't go up in that church without me. Ain't nobody going to know who you is. Now you gotta have some to go up in Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s church. No shame. No shame, y'all. Always coming when you want something. Damn it. Now all of a sudden the judge is playing ball. I remember I seen a clip when the judge asked Love, she said, is there anything else you withholding from the defense? And Love was quiet for like 10 seconds. And she would have been quiet for longer if the judge wouldn't have jumped in to save her. She said, is there anything else you're withholding from the defense? Love, quiet. And the judge was like, well, if you are, you know, you kind of need to turn it over. And one of the lawyers jumped up and said, Judge, enough is enough. Love already got 1,000 warnings. You're already making her take some type of class that y'all done made up. And now you're going to give her more leeway. You're going to bend over some more. I believe Fannie Willis picked up that phone and said, good, don't you forget when you was in the Baptist church. Wait, where's that other thing I was trying to find? Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Somebody said, I think the page is the Black Law Student on Twitter. Let's see if I can find it. And they were showing how Judge Whitaker, how she how she got picked to be on this case. Let me see if I can find it. Let me go to their Twitter. Shout out to the Black Law Student. Let's see. Oh, let's play it. Here we go. They funny, y'all. Oh. They said this is how the judge. This is how the judge was picked. We finally found out how they pick in the back room what judge is gonna take over the case. And you know they use some type of spinning wheel, and we finally got to see the wheel. And now we see the wheels on the bus going round and round. Rochelle said, I believe it. They said she just like Glanville. She just Glanville on paper. She Glanville on paper. She just ain't as outward as him. She know how to hide it better. When she called herself writing that trash of a order, denying all the motions, I already knew she was going to deny it. I mean, come on, let's be for real. I believe she told Love, you have until Friday, this past Friday, to tell me why you shouldn't be kicked off the case, you and Hilton. But the jury was coming back on Monday. And I already knew, okay, if you're going to give her till Friday to decide if she should be kicked off or not, and then the jury's coming back Monday, there won't be enough time to kick them off and replace them that fast. So I already knew that she wasn't going to kick them out. I mean, even before then, you can kind of tell the way she was going. She was talking about she had an issue with credibility about the secret meeting and what part was left out. And she didn't really know who to believe. She believed some people got confused. She didn't know if it was Kayla or the investigator. And then really Kayla and the investigator said the same stuff. But then at the end of the day, the judge was like, "No, she don't. It's not enough there for her to throw out the case because the credibility. If you want to talk about credibility, go down the hallway and talk to your chief judge, because nobody more crooked than y'all two." But that's good. Now the judge, I know she bored out of her mind, but that's good for her. You wanted this case. You wanted it to continue. Be careful what you ask for, Paige Whitaker. She asking to stay how much longer? How long they take, damn it. Because you shouldn't have did it. And from my understanding, the jurors were asked, what is it going to take for this case to end? The jurors was asked, could y'all, be fair and y'all heard? And from my understanding, nobody said, spoke up to get off the case. The jury didn't say, hey, Judge, I seen it on Twitter. I seen it on YouTube. I seen it on Talk That Law. But everybody was like, "No, we didn't see nothing." Let's. Oh my goodness, this is wild. Somebody said, I thought Whitaker was going to be better. Such a disappointment. No, we kind of could tell the way she came out the gate. I remember seeing a clip. It was Judge Whitaker, and Love was saying something about her mic was. Love said her mic wasn't working, and the judge told Love, "You don't need a mic. You're already loud." And I wanted to add to that: not only loud, Love is loud and ignorant. Not ignorant. She loud and ignorant. Nah, she don't need a mic. Hell, she ain't saying nothing anyway. No. Oh man. Somebody say loud and lying. That's what she is. She loud and lying. Oh man. Pat Stacks. See, y'all didn't want me to come back on live. Y'all didn't want me to come back because y'all know I'm gonna tell it. Oh, thank y'all to the ones that just subscribed. I see y'all. Man. And they say she get it from her boss. Yeah, when I'm in trial, I can't really be on social media because we got to get there early in the morning, make sure the team's there, my witnesses there, and I got to prepare for the state's witnesses. And then by the time you make it home, getting ready for the next day, get some rest, you're back at it again. But from my understanding, I haven't missed anything. They playing these same old videos that we already seen. Thank you, India. Carrie H. What's going on, Keys Mobile? I thought that you had placed a comment I saw today, but I said I'm gonna get on and just respond this way. Come on here, T. Jones. Tell them. I'm not feeling her, and I'm not cool with her letting hearsay in. Yeah, the whole thing. Thank you, breaking it down with BB. I don't mind liking and subscribing. Some of y'all already subscribed. And if I talk about them bad enough, I might get a few of y'all to unsubscribe. Because I'm going to tell it. I haven't been on in a while, so I might as well. They said, if you can't tell it, let me tell it. Keith Mobile said, you have been missing. What y'all know good? That's they used to say, what y'all know good? And what y'all know bad? Yeah. So supposedly Melnick, he lost his license for 6 months. So effectively Woody did not have an attorney for a while, an extended period. So they would have to, I mean, I don't even know what would happen if they try to charge Woody later on. Maybe there'd be an issue, but Woody not having an attorney won't affect the defendants that's actually on trial, because we keep forgetting Woody's not on trial, at least not yet, and hopefully they don't try to do nothing under the table. But I don't trust them. I almost said something after that. I don't trust them women. No, I don't think so. I mean, if you don't recall, he don't recall. They can't get into his mind and determine the operation of his mind. You can say, well, he just said he don't recall. Well, maybe he really don't recall. I mean, we got to remember all this stuff has been 19 years ago. Some of us can't recall last week. So I don't think nothing's going to happen to him because he can't recall. I don't even think nothing happened to him if he actually lied, because he could be lying on accident, misremembering. It's been so long. So I don't think they're going to try to bring up perjury charges. And, you know, I just seen a few clips, I think on Thugger Daily, when Woody turned to the judge. He said, "Judge, I can't get in trouble, right?" He said, "Yeah, me and Threat shot up that barber shop. Yeah, we did that. And keep playing with me, we're going to shoot up another one." I'm just playing. Oh, my God. We're going to shoot up another one. What you mean? They lied and told Woody he has federal immunity. Now, and that might be a good thing, because if the feds try to come in and prosecute him, now the courts will have to step in now and be like, hold on. A lot of people told him, including the prosecutors and the judge, that he has immunity, and y'all forced him to testify because of this immunity. So now another agency just can't simply come in and say, okay, well, now we're going to prosecute you. Thank you for telling us. So I think it's going to be a big constitutional issue if the feds do try to come in. But I watched a little bit today, and y'all seen a woman in there from the ATL with her little baseball cap on. She was more hood than the Atlanta Police Department. Talking about she ATL. I was like, y'all know what, woman? If you ATL, damn it, we must be FBI. If she the big dog coming in to save the day, well, look here. Ain't nobody going to jail. She put her little badge on the table, y'all. Y'all seen that? She put her badge, slid that little plastic bag across the table. Even Woody didn't. She knew Woody didn't even believe her when she said she was the Fed. She was ATL. She knew she had to pull out some type of badge. Leroy, they can show try, but I don't think it's gonna go far at all. Shout out to Cat and I Williams. Somebody said some of the jury was asleep today. Woody was asleep. Like, I don't understand the strategy of Hilton. And that's why I find it hard to believe somebody hired her as a professor to teach trial strategy. I wouldn't hire Hilton to get a dog out the pound. I wouldn't hire her to get a puppy out the pound. Somebody said students to get their money back. You been to send Hilton? Hey, Hilton, the dog bit somebody. You know, the dog didn't know no better. Go get the dog out. They been a made Hilton put the dog to sleep herself. Hilton been came back and said, hey, I tried to get the dog out, but they told me I had to give the dog a shot. I put the dog to sleep on accident. That they told me I had to give him a shot. Hilton, you were supposed to go get the damn dog out, not take it out. This is insanity. We almost had a hung jury. We had one holdout, and he took forever. But after they came back with a note, what are the elements for the crime? And the judge was like, in 20 years, I never had a jury ask for the elements. And this was for my trial this week. And we had one holdout, but after it was over, he came out and he talked to us. And he explained why he was holding out, but he eventually came around to the not guilty. Yeah, every once in a while, you might have somebody that will hang the jury, because you need every single one in order to get a verdict. Somebody said Hilton works in domestic violence. She's not experienced in these type of cases. Well, she needs to get on back to the DV unit, because she on the wrong side of town coming over here playing. If the case is too big for her, somebody needs to show her the door. Send her back where she came from. Somebody said the jury was asleep. The jury is tapped out. And I'm not understanding, like, Hilton. Get you a new pair of glasses because I need you to look at the jury. And if you see you losing them, they folding their arms, they rolling their eyes at you. I think one juror said that, well, hey, y'all got to take me to jail next. Like all of that's going on, you losing your jury. Nobody want to see these boring tapes that you can't even make out and understand what they're saying. Somebody says it don't seem like none of them got a RICO experience. Somebody said they heard the schedule and one juror said lock her up. Somebody had asked something earlier. I think I missed it. What? Let me see. Carrie H, what do you think? Woody going to the cops after being attacked, being played by the cops, then being targeted, continuing to get thug coercion, and now being tried in the court of public opinion? Yeah. I mean, I think Woody is actually helping because if Woody wasn't there and they just playing the tapes, it can be misconstrued. But now Woody's saying, I said all that stuff just to get out of jail. And we got to remember, Woody was much younger back then. This is 9 years ago. This is not the same Woody that we know today. If Woody were an informant, yeah, I believe that would have been disclosed to the defense attorneys. But I believe Brian Steele was kind of saying that Woody was an informant because Woody was on a phone call with the police officers, one of the police officers, and it was recorded because Woody was in jail. Woody in jail talking to the police on a recorded phone. You can't make this up. And the cop is like, the only way you can get out is if you bring us something, you help us. And Woody said, okay. So Brian still think that's enough to say Woody's an informant, but I don't know. I think that might be just a stretch. And then they brought that one DA back in, and he looked like he didn't want to be there. What was his name? Floyd? He's one of the older guys. He didn't want to sit up there with Love. You could see it all in his face. He didn't want to be there. Hilton is trying to trip Woody up so she can be like that lady on Lean on Me. Oh, the Lean on Me movie with Joe Clark. When she told Joe Clark, we got your... Y'all remember that movie Lean on Me? When Joe Clark had some locks on the door and he was on a speaker. He's like, hey, get those locks off the door. The fire marshal's here. And then that one lady was like, nah, we got you. Oh, man, y'all got to look that up. Y'all got to look that up. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. And I think that's probably what Hilton is trying to do. She's trying to keep questioning Woody to make him mad enough to slip up and say something. And she'll be like, we got you now. So Woody, that's what I'm like, he need a lawyer. I don't know why he didn't Leroy said he a great friend and a terrible friend at the same time. Yeah, I think so, Shelly Small. She needs to tell the state, y'all got to get it together. And she was like, well, we're not going to exclude any evidence. We're not going to keep any evidence out because the prosecution is bringing it in late. She said that's extreme. No. Extreme would be throwing the case out altogether, like the judge did for Alex Baldwin. She said, "Don't worry about bringing in nothing late. I'm gonna throw the case out with prejudice. You can never bring it again." Now that could be extreme, but keeping out evidence that's late, that's nowhere close to extreme. Somebody said the RICO expert came in for one day, didn't say much, and left. Yeah, and that's let me see. That's how it be. In my trial, we had an expert witness come in. He started off as the state's expert, but before he left, he became my expert. Oh man. I'm gonna ask my client, I'm gonna have to speak to him and see will he be comfortable enough coming on and just giving his trial experience with the representation he received. And then I'll let him tell it for himself. Lee. About our trial we had this week. Well, what I'll do is I'm gonna drop the link, and if anybody want to ask something or tell me something that I missed that I haven't been able to see, we can do that. If not, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. I know y'all been up all day. Y'all been up watching the trial. Let me see. So I ain't gonna keep y'all long. She said, "Did y'all talk about Melnick?" Yeah. We didn't talk about him like a dog, but we talked about him a little bit. Yeah, that was a joke from the movie Lean on Me. Thank you, M. Patterson, for clarifying what that was about. She say Hilton is a law professor at Emory University. Give them folks their money back. Give it back right now. Got them people in six figures worth of debt, and you ain't teaching them nothing. Shelly Small say Glanville left the new judge a heck of a mess. It's going to be virtually impossible to clean it up. She don't want to clean it up. Yeah, I think he helping the defense. And we don't know if these guys, they got to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. This is not like 50-50 preponderance of the evidence like a civil case. More likely than not, the burden of proof is so much higher in a criminal case. And we just can't say, oh, they did something. They did it. They have to do something. They on trial. No, they have to prove each and every element beyond a reasonable doubt. And if they can't do that, then they have to let them go. Somebody said, I wonder what the jury is thinking. I don't know if they're even thinking at this point. Because ain't no way y'all had a get out of jail free card and y'all didn't take it. We got to remember when they were first voir dire or asked to be on the jury selected, they knew that the trial was going to take a long time. So maybe they want to go down in history, or maybe they want to see this trial through. So it was already in their plans to stay this long. So I guess they want to finish it up. Now he knew if he asked for a lawyer, the interview over, and he just gonna sit in jail. He was trying to get out. What is the quickest time that the jury has came up with the verdict? I remember my very first felony jury trial. The jury came back in like 10 minutes. We couldn't even put the stuff in the car, all the exhibits and equipment in the car before they said, hey, we got a verdict. Yeah, that'll be a disaster. I don't think that's going to happen. Because when you get on the stand, you might get softball questions from the prosecutors from the state, but the defense might start asking you some tough stuff, and you don't want to be on the stand and have that much exposure where you can face charges yourself. If you're Brian Steele, what are you asking Woody during cross-examination? Just basic questions that can clarify what he did, because he talked about what he did, what Threat did, and he can just pretty much separate that Woody and Threat did not shoot up the barbershop, Rich Homie Quan's daddy's barbershop on behalf of Young Thug. They did that on their own. And when Woody said, I did these crimes, that's Woody confessing to doing crimes on his own. That has nothing to do with the six people, the six defendants sitting out in the gallery. So I would really harp on that and make that distinction to say, hey, Woody is saying he did this. Woody is saying him and his friends did this on their own. They wasn't told by Young Thug to do this. I mean, and they don't even have to be like, rude or mean or yelling at Woody. He on their side. So don't do nothing to change that. Because, they can go up there too strong and Woody might, say, hey, I'll tell y'all the real. So my thing is, I would cross-examine him just to clarify, but leave it alone, not too much. She said righteously, Jaleesa, not fall asleep. Fell asleep dead. She said, so here, G, some of those people in the jury must be retired or something and don't have anything to do at home. I really believe they're going to come back with a not guilty verdict. I think so, too. Hilton said she hated Woody when he was leaving. You can't make Woody do what you want to do, Hilton. That ain't your man. Y'all don't go together. Shout out to Rose Dogs and Conversation. Thank you for popping in. Hey, how we looking on that bed? It ain't looking too good for you. I told you. This case won't finna go nowhere. She said Woody can't stand love. RICO is discounted fashions. Nobody's guilty of a RICO charge. These are individual random gang acts not put together for the furtherance of any conspiracy. Some charges already admitted to and served, and some they can't prove. Yeah. If they're only getting $25 a day, that's ridiculous. In Glanville, stopped them from getting the $25 a day, from my understanding, the entire time they were on break. They were not getting paid. She said, and you do realize the closing arguments for the prosecution is probably going to take days, I'm sure. because we got to talk about the wolf in the pack in the jungle, in the Jungle Book, or whatever the hell Love was talking about in her opening statement. They probably retired or living with their parents. I believe some of them were young. I was done when I was in court on Monday. They said Woody went to court in a suit. I said, man, y'all got me in here playing, and I could have been on YouTube. That he would have been Jackie. He was answering the phone and told the judge to be safe. Leroy Miles say Woody's in his book. But the question is, so is it considered snitching even if they're supposedly lies? Thank y'all to the new subscribers. I see y'all coming on in here. You see how the court reporter looks at her like, girl, you're not together yet. You don't have your ducks in a row. This trial is sloppy. In my trial that I just had, we had an issue with the chain of custody for the blood. It was the box was just taped. It was a lot of different tapes from different agencies. It was like random initials. Nobody knew who the initials were. It was no log. And the judge agreed with me. She said, it's a mess. This is a complete mess. We don't even know who had this blood and where this blood came from. Where is the chain of custody? And then they brought in some more people. And the judge was like, y'all still don't have it together yet? I knew it was getting good when they brought in the chief prosecutors to come sit second. I'm gonna come in and sit second chair, third chair. Did you see when Woody started talking to the court reporter? Yeah, I seen that. Woody, he grabbed the mic and started talking to her, and she's shaking her head like, yeah, I hear you, I understand. Woody a damn fool. I can't take him serious. I can't. Somebody said, Zahir G, I told somebody that yesterday they were saying how the defense is going to tear into Woody, and I said they may not want to do that. He might say some stuff that they don't want him to. Right. I don't think they should. That's the type of prosecution. Sometimes you gotta question your witness and feel them out to see how they vibing with you. Are they going along with you, or do you get some pushback? And if Woody going along with them, you ask him some warm up basic questions, and he kind of going along with them. There's no need for them to try to do nothing crazy. Somebody said, can prosecutor or defense talk to the jurors? Not while the trial is going on. After the trial is over, a lot of times the jurors might want to talk to the both sides. They don't have to, but a lot of times they do. And I think that's helpful because they can tell you, like, hey, if you would have presented this evidence, it would have helped you out more, or you shouldn't have presented that evidence. We don't think that was relevant and necessary, and that can help you out in the future. But you cannot talk to the jury. Nobody can while the trial is going on. But after the trial is over with, then y'all can talk. And I think it's helpful because as an attorney, as in, any discipline, you want to get better. If that's what you do for a living, you want to find out what works and what, don't. So if a jury say, hey, you held that too long, you talked too long, you should have cut that in half, you were losing us, you can keep that in mind when you have your next trial. But yeah, you can't talk to him right now on the book of LB because you'll be tampering with the jury. Hilton thought she was playing him, trying to be nice to him. But say, yeah, you did. She thought she was playing him, and he was playing her the whole time. India, thank you, India. No, they can't during the trial. Yeah, thank you, India. They don't even buy him lunch. Hey, I gave you plenty of time, Rose. I wanted to be fair. That's why I said I'm gonna make the window broad. But at least you're still optimistic. I mean, because she already denied the motions for a mistrial. So what's she gonna do? Revive them? Somebody said he can't dress like a pastor, suited and booted. What you mean? She said, how you like Willie Sue? You know what? Going on now. Going on. What's going on? Amy Slate's in the building. Nah, holla. What's going on? 313, the best side. Thank you for popping in. So I've never seen a more unorganized court ever in my life. And this goes to show you, it got to be the prosecutors. They brought in a time management judge, the best time management judge they got in the whole state of Georgia. She said, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to be fast, we're going to be on a schedule. All of that was hot air. Because now she's still letting the prosecutors do what they want to do. Right. A juror can't even speak to another juror. Right. You can only speak when it's time to deliberate. So right now, they can't even discuss the case. Now, they can talk about, random stuff, the weather or, sports, stuff like that. But they can't start deliberating right now. It has to be all of them together when they have been submitted the jury instructions. I think I had, and jury instructions can be long. I'm sure the jury instructions for that case will be pages on top of pages. I think the jury instructions we had was 9-10 pages. Yeah. I think they want to be there at this point. They want to be there. I'm still wondering why the judge is being just like Glenny biased. He played her the whole time. This gets away with her head. Never should have brought it Rico. Yeah. The tapes were horrible. Couldn't even watch. Yeah. That's when I had I was still recuperating, but I was like, what they doing today? And when I saw they were just playing them tapes all over again, I was like, no. I'll do a recap. I'll come on and show my face at the end. And we heard these tapes before. Nothing new, right? Exactly. Thank y'all to the ones that's popping in, the ones that subscribe and liking the video. Okay. Where y'all been at? The Juris families won't have any Christmas gifts. They're going to have plenty once the trial is over with. I'll tell you that. It won't be a shortage of news media that will be knocking down their door for an interview. So I'm sure you got to tell the kids, y'all may not have Christmas in December, but y'all sure gonna have Christmas once the trial over with. I guarantee you that. Or do like some parents. Hey, everything tight right now. Christmas. Y'all gonna have Christmas at income tax season. Y'all know how it go. Get y'all a little small stuff right now, but y'all gonna have y'all real Christmas. They gonna have a real Christmas, a real income tax season once the trial is over with. Imagine how many news outlets and media and social media and YouTubers will be trying to interview a juror that sat on the case to get their thoughts and opinions. Shout out to the mom of four, said the trial that never ends. That might be the title of the Netflix special. The jury gonna have PTSD after this. Somebody say, bring Glanville dog back for the jury. They need the PTSD dog. Can anybody call Jack back to the building? We now still think. Yeah, we're not moved by those states, Hilton. How come they still letting evidence in with no cutoff? That's what we want to know. The judge is bending over backwards. You must not have been here when I gave Judge Whitaker the Olympic gold medal for bending over backwards. Everybody was talking about that Australian dancer, her break dancing. But she ain't got nothing on Whitaker. She ain't got nothing on Whitaker. All right. Well, let me get my disclaimer before I get out of here. No legal advice intended. Don't even get that lot started. I'm a lawyer, but I'm not your lawyer. I'm just here to talk that law. All right. Thank y'all so much. Thank you again to Ken Goddess, Ms. Deborah C., all of y'all, Regina W., Lily, Simply Ty, all the ones that came up, Black Butterfly, Jiggy. Thank y'all so much for coming up and supporting the channel. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Let's go.